guys, so I have the My Perfect palette tag. I was tagged by Nikki from Nikev19, so thank you so much Nikki for tagging me. I am finally getting around to doing this. The main reason that it took me so long to do this was because I had ordered some palettes and I was waiting to receive those, and I have included them in this tag, which I'm glad I waited for them. To get straight into it, I will go through and show you guys 2 highlighting shades that I would put in My Perfect palette, 2 lid shades, 2 crease shades, 2 outer corner shades, and then 2 bonus shades. And then I'll just sort of tell you guys what my ideal palette would be. Firstly, and I'll give you guys some swatches, are the 2 highlighting shades. The first one I would choose is MAC Blank Type. Now it looks very stark white. It's a matte, it's such a soft shadow. It's like a matte, very creamy, kind of like a light pale cream. And I love using this shadow as a highlighting shade. So if you're sort of feeling like you don't want shimmer under the brow or the inner corner, this is just a really perfect shadow to use. And I'll just add a little bit. Oh, it is so pigmented and it's so creamy. It's a perfect sort of shadow to use as well if you want to just put something all over the lid for a really quick look. So I really like that. So that is MAC Blank Type. And the second one is out of my Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay, and it's the color Venus, which is this shade here. And again, super pigmented, super duper creamy, but this one has a bit more of a sort of shimmery texture. And that is that one there. So you can see it's like a pearly sort of like a white highlighter, and that's just applying it a little bit lighter. So it just gives a really nice sheen to the skin. So that is Urban Decay Venus. So they would be my first 2 highlighting shades. Now the next 2 shadows are my 2 lid shades. So the first one I picked up is MAC All That Glitters. Now I absolutely love this eyeshadow, and I love using it for an all over the lid quick eyeshadow look. You can use this and only this, and it just gives a beautiful look. And again, it's just such a creamy eyeshadow that is super pigmented, and it's sort of like a goldy, yeah, like a goldy kind of beige sort of shimmery color. But again, just a perfect lid shade for a quick and easy look. So that's the first one. And the second one is Satin Taupe, which is a super popular color by MAC. And this is more of like a bronzy sort of platinum silver kind of brown. And that one is there. So again, it's another beautiful shadow that I love using for those quick and easy everyday makeup looks, and just putting it all over the lid and blending it out, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So they are the 2 lid shades. The next 2 are the 2 crease shades. So the first one that I'm choosing is from the It's Duty Time palette. Now unfortunately these don't have names, but it's this sort of like a mid-tone brown, and it is a matte finish, and it is just such a perfect color for the crease, and it just helps deepen up any look, which I really love. And I've been using this quite a bit. So that is that color there. You can see it kind of looks a little bit like a mustardy kind of brown shade, but it's just the perfect brown just to really help deepen up any sort of crease look, no matter how sort of dramatic or how natural you like it. So that's the first one, and that is this shade here from the It's Duty Time palette. The second one is from the Urban Decay Naked palette, super popular color, and it's this brown, sort of more of a darker brown shade in Buck. And it is just perfect for helping to deep up a crease look on any color. Oops. When I have my hands straight, it's all lined up, but when I twist it, it kind of goes over here, so it's a little bit hard to see. But this is the second crease shade here. So that is Buck from the Naked palette, so the first Naked palette. and that is the It's Duty Time crease color. So they're just the perfect crease colors just to help deepen up a look if you want just a little bit of a crease definition or a really sort of a more dramatic one, but the pigmentation is just beautiful. The next two are two outer corner colors, and the two that I'm choosing are from the NARS Narcissist palette, and I just love this palette. So the first one, and I'm not sure of the name of these, sorry guys, is this dark kind of purpley shade, and that's it there. So it has a bit of a sort of shimmer, sort of more of a sheen to it, and when you have it on the skin it just has more of a sheen, so it's really not too glittery, but it's the perfect color just to help deepen out any sort of eye look, and it just sort of has like a grayish purpley tinge to it, which I just love. So that's the purple shade. And the other one is this, it's like a bluey grey shade. So the purple and then the bluey grey. And again, this is that sort of, that type of colour that even though it has a bit of a blue tinge to it, it just helps to deepen up whatever sort of look you're going for. And it has a beautiful sheen to it, which I just love. That is the blue. And this looks stunning on the eyes. I absolutely love using this shade. So that's the purple and the blue. So they are the two that I chose as the outer colours. And I'm so sorry for this stupid stool that keeps squeaking on me. It's so frustrating. I need to get a new one. They are all the colours so far. The two bonus shades I would include. The first one is MAC Amber Lights. This is such a beautiful colour. It is like a gold. It's hard to explain. It's just like a metallic orangey gold. It is so soft and creamy and pigmented. It is just stunning. This is just an absolutely stunning, such a beautiful eyeshadow. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So that's the first bonus shade that I would include. The second one I would include is MAC Mulch, because I absolutely love this brown shade. It is just the most versatile coloured eyeshadow. It's perfect for wearing all over the lid. It's perfect for blending out the crease, no matter what sort of colour eye look you have on. It's a really messy swatch. Again, it is creamy, it's buttery, it's so pigmented, and it just has a really beautiful sheen in it, which I love. I love using Mulch so much. And it kind of has a little bit of a gold sort of tinge to it, which I love too. So they are the two bonus shades that I chose. My really messy swatches. So the top two are the bonus shades, my highlighting shades, my lid shades. These two are my crease colors, and these two are the outer V colors that I chose. So the last question in the palette tag is, what kind of palette is my ideal palette? I did think of this because I love palettes that you can see the eyeshadows in, because I think when you can physically see them, you straight away think of different looks and, you know, different ways that you can use those shadows. So it sort of helps trigger, you know, a memory of a shade that you used or something like that. But I love the versatility of palettes that are like the It's Duty Time, that are magnetized, sort of like the Naked palettes. But the thing that I love about the It's Duty Time is how small it is. It's so convenient. And I also love that the eyeshadows are smaller and round. I feel like round eyeshadows are a lot easier to use because you put your brush in them and swirl them, rather than eyeshadows that are square, you know, like the Naked palettes. The other palette that I really love is the NARS palette, for the fact of the packaging feels really sturdy, and just that rubbery texture feels so beautiful. And I also love the fact that it has a huge mirror in it. I think I would probably have a palette that had the same outer of the NARS packaging with the mirror, but was as small as the It's Duty Time palette and had the round sort of colours, if that makes sense. I think I would sacrifice being able to look at the shades to be able to have the mirror, because it's a really great thing to have when you're traveling or you're doing your makeup and you don't have a mirror in front of you. It's one of those things, having a really nice big mirror is just a really nice thing to have in a palette. I love the sturdiness of that. So if I could kind of combine these two into one, that would just be beautiful in my opinion. A lot of the shades that I've chosen for the most part are quite dark. I've kind of got a few that are a bit lighter, but these are the shades that I typically use on an everyday basis when I'm getting ready or when I think of doing a look. These are kind of the shadows that I tend to get drawn towards, I guess. They're the colors that I chose. So I will tag some people down below. So make sure to check that out to see if I have tagged you. If I haven't and I've missed you, or you're just watching this, I tag you to do this. So make sure to let me know if you do this video so I can check out the colors that you chose. Thank you again to Nikki for tagging me. I really had a lot of fun doing this and going through all the shadows and trying to think of, you know, what shades do I just automatically love for the crease, or I really love for the highlight and things like that. So much fun to do. I hope you guys liked watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.